been happening since the announcement that they're going to be on the Epic Games Store exclusive for 6 months. This is from GameSpot.com, written by Steve Watts. Borderlands 3 boss says review bombing might make things worse for Steam fans. The review of Borderlands 3 didn't go without its share of controversy. As part of the announcement, developer Gearbox and publisher 2K revealed that would be exclusive. That's right. Yeah, that's on our end, not yours, by the way, listeners at home. Publisher 2K revealed that it would be exclusive to the Epic Games Store until April 2020. This led to a backlash in the form of review bombing in older Borderlands games on Steam. Steam's fans angry with the decision flooded the user review section with low scores and many of them explicitly calling out the Epic deal. But they might have inadvertently been making things worse, as Gearbox studio head Randy Pitchford has suggested it soured him on using Steam at all. Quote, ironically, that this misuse is possible and that Steam has no interest in correcting this misuse makes me kind of happy that 2K's decision and makes me want to reconsider Gearbox publishing current posture on the platform, he said on Twitter. And Drake may have gotten Steam's attention as the platform is discounting reviews for the first time ever on Borderlands 2. Steam implemented a recently added tool that flags off-topic review activity within a certain date range. The reviews are still present in the system, but aren't included in the aggregate user score. It's also accompanied by a note warning readers that the user review section includes a abnormal set of reviews that we believe are largely unrelated to the likelihood that that you would enjoy the product. So, review bombing sucks. First off,
it's really stupid.
It's dumb. It's very dumb. You don't want to do that. What's up, Trickstar? I haven't seen you here in a long time. So yeah, review bombing sucks is the first thing I would say. I would say good on Randy to kind of make that call at Steam. It's like, hey, with seeing this, I kind of feel like maybe we should, stick to Epic Games Store longer. Just kind of.
Right. Well, I was going to point out that this isn't the first time we've seen review bombing. I've talked about it in the pre-show. This isn't necessarily video games related, but we've seen this a lot happen with movies. Rotten Tomatoes had to change their entire thing because of the potential backlash, or sorry, the upcoming review bombing for Captain Marvel. Metacritic has had to deal with it. Last Jedi has had to deal with it. Like, it's anytime there's a large group of people that are very angry about a thing, this is their go-to thing now. And I'm really happy that Randy and Gearbox are just like, you guys. Like, that's so awesome to me because it's going to tell them that this isn't how you handle things. This is not how you handle things as an adult. If people are upset about the exclusivity, then express that in a very calm manner. Because trust me, the devs hear all of that shit. They really do. Did we talk about it? I think we talked on the podcast, but it's becoming a thing where devs just will not use social media anymore. I was
gonna say I don't think we talked about it, but keep going. But you're right so far.
Yeah, like the only devs that you really see nowadays on Twitter are like the lead guys. The guys just doing the work on the PCs and working in the team. They're not on Twitter. They're not on Facebook because the vitriol that is spewed is just ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, you're totally right, and I think because of this, Steam implemented a first ever new feature on their platform to filter out those reviews for review bombing, with a note saying like, hey, don't we have a section off part of this because the review bombing was happening and that should not affect your overall feeling of how the game is when you buy this product or indicative of what this product is. And because of that, and again, we had this conversation prior, but because of what Epic's doing with Epic Steam Store, and Steam paying attention now and seeing what they're doing. Like they kind of been on the defensive for a lot of things. Changing their UI like pretty soon, like having this implemented. Like yeah, the pressure's on them to make these changes, and especially when Randy Pitchford saying like, hey. I don't like what this is going on. I think I might stick to the other one a lot longer than Steam. And Steam took notice and they made a change to hopefully have them stay longer. So we'll see what happens in the future with that. But in general, yeah, review bombing, like it's not, you're not, all you're doing is a minor annoyance, honestly. Like you're not really changing the outcome of what said person is going to watch a movie or play a game. It's just
it's childish, man. Like at the
yeah.
end of the day, like I'm just gonna outright say it. It's fucking childish.
Mm-hmm.
You're acting no different than the kid who didn't get his ball at recess. You're acting like you are deserved something because you're a customer, and that you're gonna stick it to the man by boycotting or review bombing when you're not. You're not doing anything. When it comes to Borderlands 3, here's what's gonna happen. Mark my fucking words. All the people that are bitching about it being on Epic, there are going to be a few that are going to legitimately wait because they're that mad, they're that stubborn, and they're going to wait until April, or they're just going to download Epic and fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a thing. Like, there was a whole thing that I was watching recently. I think it was through Inside Gaming, but they were showing how like a bunch of people were trying to say that Epic was a spy bot because Tencent owns them.
Oh yeah,
Tencent
yeah.
being a Chinese multinational group, and that Tencent would steal your data off of Epic and give it to the Chinese government. Which, let me just point that out real quick. Like, why the fuck would the Chinese government want your information about what games you're playing? It makes no sense, but whatever. I digress. The only legitimate concern I've ever heard about Epic is that they don't have the features that I want. If you're complaining that you don't have your friends there, your friends will come over. Like, your friends will go there because guess what? They're using the same platform. If you're worried about achievements, that is an unbelievable fucking problem that is on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you think I give a shit about achievements? I don't. But do I like when it pops up when I play Xbox games? I do.
Mm-hmm.
My Nintendo doesn't have that stuff, but I'll buy an indie game on the Switch way faster than I will on the Xbox because it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's a dick hat, and the only reason that you care about achievements is because you're like, oh, my dick hat's bigger than your dick hat.
Yeah.
Guess what? At the end of the day, you're a dick head.
Yeah.
So who cares about achievements? Your friends will be there. Like, they have a friends list. But when people complain about the features and stuff, I'm like, yeah, then legitimately let Epic know that.
Yeah, because they're gonna
calmly and politely.
Yeah, and they're gonna implement that stuff in the future. Like, lest we forget, Epic just launched it not too long ago, and it's not gonna have all the features and bells and whistles that Steam has.
I will say this, Anthony. I do agree with one critical aspect to Epic launching without these features. Epic is going the route of just getting exclusives to get people on their platform versus having the features and making people want to switch.
Yeah, that's true, very true.
So to me, that's a little shitty.
Right.
But it's not that bad. It's not like the worst fucking thing on the planet because at the end of the day, they're a company trying to make money. And the way you make money is by getting exclusives. I think that they should have launched with a lot of these features and implemented already. Maybe worked on the launcher a little bit before releasing it with so stripped. But who cares? Like, at the end of the day, it's not spyware. It's been proven to not be spyware by any fucking stretch of the imagination. Tencent and Epic have come out and been like, no, we're not giving shit to the fucking Chinese government. You can look into it. Which people have and gone, it's not fucking spyware.
Yeah. Like, so, and to add to that point, like, if you really, like again, so because of the whole Chinese government looking into your info, well, and Tencent, well, I got to tell you, Tencent has his hand on a lot of things, including Discord, including a bunch of movies you might have seen. So, like,
yep. Yep.
if you're afraid of giving out information about to the Chinese government, well, I guess I got some news to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, it's a dumb thing to be concerned about. But um, the one last thing I will say about the review bombing part that I think is so needless is you're only making your position worse at the end of the day. And Randy Pitchford has shown that. Randy has said, we're not going to tolerate this childish behavior. And I'm glad you don't get to play our game. Like, I'm glad you don't want to play it because we don't want you there. Like, that's what happened at the end of the day. Your review bombing pushed away the person that you wanted to not push away. So, good job, I guess.
Yeah, good job. You just made competition much more, I won't say strict, but much more lively between Epic and Steam in favor of Epic.